bring down Americans' grocery costs and keep inflation in check, including the first ever federal ban on price gouging on food and groceries.
Fox's Brooke Singman searching for an end to the violence in Gaza.
Those ceasefire talks are expected to resume today with both Egyptian and Qatari representatives bringing and relaying that message of what these conversations entailed back to Hamas, as Hamas is not formally taking part in these conversations.
Fox's Alex Hogan in Tel Aviv. America's listening to Fox News.
The news is sponsored by Lee University, where you can expect something great.
The Mix 1041 News Desk, brought to you by Logan Thompson Law, a tradition of legal and community service. That's Logan Thompson Law at LoganThompsonLaw.com.
There are a lot of banks, so what makes Southern Heritage Bank unique? It's our commitment to being unbelievably good as we identify and meet your needs. Stop by one of our 5 locations in Cleveland or Chattanooga and let us show you the difference our customers have come to expect. We strive to offer the latest banking technology, mobile wallet, online account opening, mobile banking with bill pay, and ATMs that allow cash or check deposit. All available 24/7 with a local community bank. Southern Heritage Bank, a division of First Citizens National Bank, member FDIC.
A special edition of Mix Mornings. It's our high school football kickoff show and our annual visit with Bob Kesling, the voice of the Volunteers. We will be joined in a few minutes by Bradley Central High School, Cleveland High School, and Walker Valley High School. Coaches Damon Floyd, Chandler Tygard, and Drew Aiken. Supplied by Wholesale Supply Group. Sponsored in part by Hardee's. We're going to be joined in a few moments by Nicole Morsehead, Marketing Director for J&S Restaurants and Hardee's. Coming up. And then in the 8 o'clock hour, Voice of the Volunteers, Bob Kesling will join us. As Bridget, as you've said, we can only stand him one time a year.
I have not said that. I love it when Bob comes to see us.
He'll be here around 8 o'clock. Let's see if he makes it. He keeps asking me what the day is. Anyway, looking forward to it. And we'll have a big day today. We're on mixtv.tv if you have to miss any of our previews of our high school football campaign locally or anything with UT and Bob Kesling. Of course, next hour presented by TVFCU. Then you can go back and watch it on mixtv.tv. And it's got now a news check here. Local and state news from the Logan Thompson Law News Desk at 7:04. As the Cleveland Daily Banner's reporting that a Cleveland couple was involved in a frightening road rage incident on Stewart Road on Sunday. A driver in a Dodge Journey allegedly pointed a gun at them. According to Cleveland police, the incident happened at 4:48 p.m. last Sunday. The victims reported the driver of the Dodge Journey reportedly aimed a pistol at them while honking aggressively. Now, after moving lanes to let the Dodge pass, the victims felt threatened by the driver's gestures of frustration. The offending driver, described by the couple as a short-haired white male in his early 20s, an investigation is underway. WDEF television reports this morning a Hamilton County School resource deputy and another driver sustained minor injuries in a head-on collision on Highway 58 in Meigs County on Thursday. The collision occurred when the other driver crossed into the deputy's lane. The State Highway Patrol currently investigating the incident. The St. Mark AME Zion Church in Athens caught fire last night, prompted multiple fire departments to respond, including Bradley County. Numerous news reports coming in about this, including from the Daily Post-Athenian and our news partners at Local 3. Boy, do we have sad news to report this morning. Wonderful, wonderful woman. Cleveland City Schools issued a statement yesterday, the passing of Barbara Ector, dedicated educator who served the Cleveland City school system for 36 years. Barbara Ector held several influential roles across several schools and had just recently retired. The director of schools, Dr. Jeff Elliott, said, quote, her leadership, compassion, and dedication to the success of every student are evident in all that she did. Barbara's commitment to creating a positive and supportive learning environment for both students and staff will be remembered for years to come, end quote. Personal note, I had Mrs. Ector in class. She was a wonderful woman. We're all praying for Aubrey, Reverend Aubrey Ector, her husband, the family. My goodness, just a tremendous loss, not only the Cleveland City school system, but to the entire community. A wonderful, wonderful lady, Barbara Ector. So sad to hear that she passed away. The Tennessee Department of Labor and Workforce Development celebrating their third consecutive month of record low unemployment in the volunteer state, holding steady 3% for July. According to the report, the state had 2,000 new jobs added, and again, 3%. Really incredible. All right, Main Street Cruise-In rolls into downtown tomorrow, Saturday. That's not right. Saturday, August 24th, noon until 4. We'll fill the streets of the Courthouse Square, and looking forward to it as it's a huge event. All right, 7:07 on a special morning here. Bridget, you've got your UT shirt. You're ready to see Kessling, I guess.
Go Vols. Let's go. Best time of the year, football season.
It sure is. Let's get our first check of the streets.
Okay, this Don Ledford Cleveland Mixed Highway Patrol report is brought to you by Don Ledford in Cleveland. Don Ledford GMC's Sizzlin' Summer Upgrade event continues in August and goes through Labor Day weekend. Stop by Don Ledford GMC on North Lee Highway in Cleveland or go to donledford.com for details. We have no reports of any accidents this morning. And taking a look at the Langley Roofing traffic cameras, the interstate is looking great so far as well. If you see a traffic problem, give us a call. The volunteer Ridipest Mix line is 614-6499. You can also text us at that same number on the Cleveland State Cougar line. This traffic report is brought to you by Waste Connections of Cleveland. Efficient, state-of-the-art automated curbside service. Find out more by visiting wasteconnections.com/ClevelandTN.
And we are joined by Nicole Morshead, who is always part of our high school football kickoff, marketing director, J&S Restaurants. Hardee's, good morning. How are you?
Good morning. I feel very vertically challenged this morning with all those guys out there.
Then I'll just sit right here myself. Nicole, how's everything at Hardee's? My goodness.
Everything's great. You know, this is something we look forward to every single year. I don't even know. I've lost count of how many years we've been doing this, but we absolutely love it. I cannot even believe football season's here. I feel like I blinked and the summer was over, but we just absolutely love doing this. I'm thankful to work for a company who sees the value in our school systems and supports the schools in the way that they do every single year. We have some of the best schools, or the best schools in Bradley County, and I'm proud to have my kids in the system as well. So we're thankful for that.
They'll probably go further than you have, I would say.
Yes.
She's very mean to me. She's doing this political speech this morning. I guess she's running for something. Nicole, no kidding, no. Yeah, I mean, it goes back over 50 years and all the communities you're in, but right here at home in Cleveland and Bradley County. So, yeah, it's high school football time. It starts Thursdays. So you guys, thank you so much. You guys provide breakfast for these guys. I think it's the only reason they come. But anyway, thank you. Let me ask you this. You've got so many exciting new things happening at Hardee's right now, and I am specifically talking about this new bag that you have.
The original bag.
Tell me about this. Incredible.
Yeah, so we've got a $5.99 original bag. You can get a double cheeseburger, hot ham and cheese, which is one of my favorites.
Me too.
And then our tender wraps are a part of that too. So you can get any one of our flavors. We have ranch, honey mustard, or the spicy. So you can kind of mix and match those items, or you can get two of the same, but that's a great lunch value. And then also for lunch, we also still have our BLT chicken sandwich and Angus burger. So
wow,
come in and get those.
And I love how you guys are responding. Obviously, inflation and people are paying a lot more for things, and there's some struggles out there. But Hardee's responding really.
Yeah, and we have some great values also for breakfast. You know, you really get your bang for your buck. 2 for $5 mix and match, and we also have our breakfast wraps too. If you don't want that heavy biscuit, there's a lighter option for those options too.
All right, and of course, as we always say, there's a Hardee's near you all over our listening area, and Well, say thanks to Julia Scoggins. Mark Johnson has no clue this is even happening.
He does. And
does he,
I think he's the most excited for football season out of everybody in this entire city, probably.
Yeah.
So,
especially you. Well, how does he? I mean, he will never talk on the air. So, how does Mark feel about UT this year?
He hasn't said. It's still to be determined. We're reserving our opinions as of right now.
He'll stick me in a corner at the Y, and we'll talk for about 2 hours.
Yes.
That's, very nice. We've done that before. I love Mark. Mark and Julia and the entire team at JNS Hardee's. Nicole, anything else you want to add here? How much you hate Bridget or anything else?
I love Bridget. I'm still
absolutely.
I'm still deciding on you.
Absolutely ridiculous. Nicole Mooreshead, marketing director. Again, thank you so much. We look forward to this every year. Been doing it for so many years, and we really appreciate it very much.
Thanks for having us be a part of it. We love it.
Absolutely. All right, Nicole, thank you. And hey, it's the Hardee's Wake Up. How about it? It's time to get a great breakfast, as Nicole said, from a Hardee's near you.
The best things in life never change. They just get better, like Hardee's Original.
What's your biggest investment? Probably your home. The roof over your head. If it's time to repair or replace your roof, the pros at Langley Roofing are here to help. See a loved roof? Chances are it's a Langley.
When the classic flavors of bacon, lettuce, and tomato meet the classic goodness of Hardee's Frisco lineup, you get instant summer favorites. Introducing Hardee's Frisco BLT Angus Burger and Frisco BLT Hand-Breaded Chicken Sandwich.
Sun is shining, it's a beautiful day. Wake up, sleepyhead, get up and play. Everything's yellow, it's a beautiful sight. Sunbeam showers makes everything bright. Come on now, let's get away.
Make every day brighter with the sunny southern goodness of Mayfield Dairy.
45 years ago, Mermaid Mattress opened to serve the Chattanooga area. You know what else was going on 45 years ago?
Yes, the average cost of a house was $58,000.
Gas was just 86 cents a gallon, and Eric Estrada from Chips was on the cover of Tiger Beat magazine.
Who's that?
The internet wasn't even a thing yet, and a new mattress was only $199.
Times sure have changed.
45th anniversary two-sided mattress is now only $5.99 for any size.
Mermaid Mattress, Chattanooga's best of the best mattress store for 45 years now.
Your sleep, handmade, hand-delivered.
Did you know that a large number of student athletes vape, thinking it will give them a boost in performance? But you can't play if you can't breathe. Escape the Vape.
Escape the Vape is a partnership to prevent teen vaping, presented by ATS The Bridge, Bradley County Schools, and Cleveland City Schools.
Welcome to Mountain View Nissan Country, where automotive excellence is our top priority. At Mountain View Nissan, we take pride in offering you the finest selection of vehicles, perfectly suited for your adventurous spirit. From powerful SUVs ready to conquer any terrain to your everyday gas-friendly commuters, we have the perfect vehicle to match your lifestyle. This is Mountain View Nissan Country, where automotive dreams become reality. Visit one of our 3 locations in Dalton, Chattanooga, and Cleveland today, and let us take your driving experience to new peaks.
Hey, it's Josh with exciting news from Wholesale Supply. I want to introduce you to Piper's Picks, now available in our Chattanooga, Cleveland, and Dalton markets. Thanks to our partnership with Piper Strummett and our friends at Progress Lighting, Piper's Picks brings you the latest trends and styles in decorative lighting. Browse our curated selection in our showrooms and make lighting your project easier than ever. Visit Wholesale Supply today and discover Piper's Picks, where style meets innovation. To find out more information and a location near you, visit wholesalesupply.us for more.
You're watching Mix Mornings on Mix TV. Here is your current Kia of Cleveland time. And your current temperature in Cleveland is brought to you by Milligan Vane.
Hello there. Tell about who you are.
Josh Rogers.
Who are you today?
What hat do you want me to wear? Do you want me to put the wholesale hat on, ESPN?
Well, Wholesale Supply Group makes it all possible. Our high school athletics. This is a special morning, Josh. It really is.
Absolutely is, and it's a great way to be able to showcase the local teams. So I know we'll be hearing from Bradley Central, Walker Valley, Cleveland High School as well. Bob Kessling at the 8 o'clock hour. So it's always a good morning.
It'll be a lot of fun today. And what's the latest at Wholesale Supply Group? What are you guys doing?
Yeah, just kicking off our new kind of like fiscal year, for us. So we're just kind of getting back into the swing of things after the end of the year. But we've got a back-to-school promo going on right now. You can find out all that information for all those great items on our website. We still have Legacy Rinnai tankless water heaters on sale as well. Rinnai has come out with 3 new models, so the RX, the RXP, and then also their new hybrid unit as well. It's like a hybrid electric heat pump unit. And so we're getting rid of all the old Rinnai, still great condition, still warranties, still everything, but making room for all those new units. Praxis bathtubs, they came out with some new products as well. So all of those older units, and when I say older, I'm literally talking just a month ago, right? So these are still brand new units, but we're making room for the new models as well.
All right. And hey, you'll be back Monday morning because a big contest that Wholesale Supply has been sponsoring for the Braves.
Yeah.
Is that right?
Yeah, Braves ESPN. And so we had a big contest over the summer for people to go and promote the new station here at WCLE, the ESPN Cleveland 101.3. And so we asked people to go like, share, comment, a post about the Braves and ESPN. And so we'll be naming that winner, selecting that winner on Monday at 7:40.
All right, looking forward to it. Josh going to hang out with us this morning. Today's best mix and best variety mix 104.1, the Mermaid Mattress Weather Center.
The Mermaid Mattress Holiday Sale is going on now. Buy select iCool and L&K mattress sets by Mermaid and receive a free adjustable base upgrade only at Mermaid Mattress.
A partly cloudy skies early in the day and then scattered showers and thunderstorms this afternoon and evening. We could see gusty winds and small hail coming up this afternoon and tonight as well. So be aware of that. A high of 91 and a low of 70 this evening. For tomorrow, partly cloudy with afternoon showers or thunderstorms. Those storms may contain strong gusty winds as well. A high of 89 and a low of 69. And then on Sunday, we'll have rain showers early in the day, and then we could see some sun later in the afternoon with a high of 87. Your current Milligan Vane temperature is 72 degrees. Taking a look at the Central Heat and Air weather radar this morning. So far, things are looking great out there.
All right, let's kick it off officially. It's our high school football kickoff morning here. We do this every year, supplied by Wholesale Supply Group and sponsored in part by Hardee's. We appreciate them providing breakfast. We're joined first up by Damon Floyd, the head coach of Bradley. 2 days in a row, man. I feel so honored.
Yeah, I do too. I'm so glad to be here at 7 this morning. I'm sure they are too.
Leadoff hitter. Well, first of all, thank you for participating in our media day yesterday. How do you think it went?
Well, I think it was great. I think it's a great opportunity for our kids to get to experience those kind of things. Anytime you can promote high school athletics and football in particular, I'm for it. So, I kid around about coming and do this because I do think it's a great experience for these guys. And they need to be promoted, all of our programs.
Well, I've got Josh Rogers. He is one of my partners on MixedTV.TV games, which will begin August 30th. Josh, anything you want to ask the coach here?
Yeah, Coach, yesterday we obviously had the WCLE Media Day, and we know that we heard from you there, but for the listeners here on Mix 104 and Mix Mornings, tell us a little about the program this year. Obviously a historic program, Bradley Central, I think winningest coach in Bradley Central history now. And
probably the losingest. But
No, winningest coach.
We don't mean personality.
But I know you've had a lot of turnover from last year. Big wins last year, big season last year. Tell us about this team this year.
The word I used yesterday when the first thing that comes to mind is unproven, and that's something we've talked about all year. And to be quite honest, we've talked about having a chip on our shoulder. We know what we've lost. Everybody knows that. It's no secret, and hopefully these guys are hungry to prove that the fact that Bradley's not done. Obviously last year was a fun ride, but it was last year. So we've moved on, starting, whenever we lost to Oakland and started focusing on this year. And these guys have worked really hard, and they're hungry. They show up every day. They work hard. So we're excited. Now, are we where we need to be at this moment? No, but I don't think anybody is. So I think the team you see at the first game is going to be a lot different than you see the last game. So our hope is we just keep improving every week, and these guys have done a great job leading our team. So we're excited to kick it off.
Tell us some about your captains this year. If you guys have captains and some of those players, those key players, not the guys that are here with you this morning. We'll let them, give their name, their position, and their grade and everything here in a little bit. But some of the other guys that might not be here that you're going to rely heavily on this year.
Yeah, I would start with our quarterback, Tyler Cook. He's won the position. He's going to be a junior. He's probably going to end up being a baseball player in college. Has a really strong arm, so he's got to win the game at the line of scrimmage for us, not make too many mistakes and put us in a good position depending on what the defense is giving us. But a couple other guys come to mind. We had Brady Lewis, who just transferred into us, just going to be a sophomore, tight end H-back, so we're really excited about him. He can run block. He's a dual threat guy, like he can go out and catch the ball. Off the top of my head, Tyrese Stovall is a receiver that ought to make some big plays for us. So I know I'm going to leave some guys out, but really, and we've talked about it a lot. It's not about any one individual. It is about the team, and these guys understand that, and the same as it was, ever since I've gotten at Bradley. So if we play together as a team and we're great teammates, we love each other, we take care of each other, then things tend to work out. Now, how many games we win, I don't know. That's to be seen.
Guys, if you would, just go down the line, give us your name, your grade, position you play, and just what you're looking forward to this season.
Jacob Gentry, safety / outside linebacker, senior, and I'm just ready to play. I've been waiting behind Marcus and Tito and all them for the last 3 years, so I'm just ready to take everything that Coach Floyd's taught me and they've taught me.
Just ready to hit somebody.
Yeah.
We'll start with him if you want.
Yeah.
My name is Mason Gorey. I play receiver and cornerback. I'm in 12th grade, and I'm just ready to prove everybody wrong. We lost a lot, but I still feel like we good. We built trust in the locker room, weight room every day, because I feel like we got everybody behind us on our back,
And you're a four-year starter, four-year starter for Bradley Central.
Yes, sir.
Step into the mic so everybody can hear you out there, man.
I'm Wiley Susquix. I'm a junior, and I play middle linebacker. I'm just ready to go out there and play, ready for the season to start, so we can just go out there.
Ready to hit somebody, too, huh?
Exactly.
Yeah.
I'm Tay Sheehy. I'm a senior, slot wide receiver and free safety, and I'm just ready to take advantage of the opportunity I've been given this year.
Hey, Josh, we're joined by Bradley Central High School Coach Floyd and, of course, these great players. Josh, do you remember yesterday, now Coach Floyd had already gone, but Bo Cagle, McMinn County High School, what was the term he used? Was it unfiltered hate? Is that what he said between Bradley and McMinn County?
Yeah.
He said it is hate.
Yeah.
Is what he said, and getting ready for Thursday night.
I've told these guys, and we have a lot of rivals. Obviously, when you think about Cleveland and Walker Valley, and these guys, I think Mason probably understands because he's been here for 4 years, but I don't know if all of our team understands the McMinn-Bradley rival. I think it's the longest consecutive rivalry played in the state of Tennessee now, so it's around 100 years. To open the season with them is exciting. But it's also one of those things that, in the offseason, you get tired of talking about McMinn. So,
well, he said, Coach Cagle said yesterday at the media day that that's the game that they get up more for than any other. And I mean, he's got a crosstown up there, McMinn Central, is Bradley. Isn't that interesting?
Yeah, to be quite honest, and these guys will see it this week coming up, we have a few quotes that have been saved throughout my 19 years that Coach Cagle has said on social media or throughout the media to remind these guys that McMinn does hate us.
Yeah.
And like you said, unfiltered hate, I don't know what – it's hate.
That's what he said.
That's right.
That's what he said.
We know it's going to be an intense game, but this makes high school football fun.
It does.
When it's two rivalries going like that. And to be honest with you, we respect those guys because Coach Cagle does it the right way. They're going to be tough. They're going to be physical. They're well coached. They got good players. So, what better way to open the season?
Coach, if there's one thing, you've talked a lot about your players, you've talked a lot about your program, but if there's one thing or, a couple things that you could say to all of your fans this year, like what would that be?
I've never been asked that question, so put me on the spot. I don't know if I have any fans, first of all.
No. Fans of Bradley Central.
Yeah,
you know?
I think well, I'll be honest, I actually thought about this the other day. And we don't know how successful win and losses are going to be this year. We don't really base that on success from a team standpoint. We just try to win every rep. So if we win a game, that's awesome. If we lose a game, we're moving on. If you're a true Bradley supporter, then you'll support us all the way, the highs, the lows. That's part of being a fan. So that's what we ask. I say this, we got good kids. And like I mentioned before, they show up every day. They work hard. They represent Bradley Central High School not only on the field but out in the community. So that's what makes me proud. And, I'm just happy to be a part of it.
Guys, if you could say one thing to the student body, to your peers at school for this football season, what would you say to them? What would it be? Come out, get hype, be loud the entire time, show up. What would it be?
Make sure the student section out there loud, supporting.
Yeah, that's right. Guys, thanks so much. Bradley Central kicks off Thursday night against McMinn County. We'll have it on ESPN Cleveland 101.3. Coach, thank you very much.
Thanks, guys.
Guys, great to see you. All right, we're going to take a quick break right here. 7:27. Cleveland High School is up next. Chandler Tigard and the story there, all coming up in just a moment. Stand by.
The sale is real.
Save a bundle at Eller & Owen's Furniture and Mattress. Furniture, mattresses, and decor. The more you buy, the more you save. Up to 40% off. Create a bundle, a sofa and chairs, end tables, a recliner, lamps and rugs, an entire room. Up to 40% off. Create a custom bundle and watch the savings grow. Up to 40% off. Look for Take Me Home Today tags. Bundle in-stock items. Special financing is available. Bundle and save at Eller & Owen's Furniture and Mattress.
You need money overnight? Check into cash. Your time is tight. .com. Bank accounts too low? Check into cash. So where do you go? .com. Do it online in a record time. It's the easy way to get money next day. Do a quick click from home at checkintocash.com. You can be sure it's secure from our bank straight to yours. Do a quick click from home at checkintocash.com. Boom, boom.
Paula, tell us about how you came to shop at Chattanooga Auto Square.
Well, I was introduced to it from my husband. He purchased his first Range Rover years ago. And then occasionally I'd start asking him if I could start driving it. I would confidently recommend them. I mean, they make you feel like family from the moment you arrive. Being in real estate for like 34 years, you really come to value and appreciate the level of service that Range Rover gives you. Chattanooga Auto Square, luxury lives here.
Peyton Southeastern in Cleveland is hiring case selectors. Starting pay at $19 an hour. Earning potential up to $23 an hour plus incentive pay. Additional $2 an hour night shift premium. And you're eligible to earn a $3,000 stay bonus. Flexible schedules and great benefits at Peyton Southeastern in Cleveland. They have open interviews Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday from 9 to 11 a.m. and from 1 to 3 p.m. Apply online at jobs.kroger.com to work at Peyton Southeastern in Cleveland. You're watching Mix Mornings on Mix TV. Here is your current Kia of Cleveland time. And your current temperature in Cleveland is brought to you by Milligan Vane.
People, because
yes.
We're also on ESPN Cleveland 101.3.
Hello, ESPN people.
Yes. This is Bridget. You do not want to know her.
No, you don't.
Let's go to the Simmons Bank celebration list. What do you got?
Happy birthday to our friend Judy Beard today.
Judy!
Yes.
We love her, the matriarch.
Hope she has a wonderful birthday. Also, Zandra Welch celebrating her birthday today as well.
It's going to be a huge celebration, I'm sure.
Yes. My friend Melanie Oren having a birthday tomorrow. Dr. Tiffany Allberg also celebrating her birthday tomorrow. Carrie Workman is having a birthday on Sunday.
Carrie's probably in line for a contest somewhere. She does all those,
She does,
Spends
yeah.
a night, whatever. Hello, Carrie.
Justin Flowers celebrating a birthday today. This is Ashley's husband. Hope he has a great birthday
God
today.
bless him. He was on a prayer list in Cleveland.
Chris and Soraya Newton, they are celebrating their 5th wedding anniversary today. Chris, a former state rep. Also, Corey Dixon celebrating today. That is from his in-laws, Joey and Heather Ezell. They are very proud of him. Riley Leach is going to be 25 on Sunday. She works for the city of Cleveland in the finance department. Loretta O'Daniel is having a birthday today. They say she's an all-around great lady. And then Raylan Weaver is 11 today. Calling your birthdays and wedding anniversaries to us. We'll take those for today, tomorrow, and Sunday. The volunteer Ridipest mix line is 614-6499. You can also text us at that same number on the Cleveland State Cougar line. Go to our website, mymix1041.com, or download our free Mix 1041 app. It's the Simmons Bank celebration list at Simmons Bank. They are with you every step of the way. Call Ken Do 423-381-3427.
Hey, Bridget, our favorite school poll winds up at about 6 o'clock tonight, presented by RMR Legal. That's home of the free will. That's Roy Michael Roman, RMR Legal. Go to rmrlegal.com. But, Bridget, big prize up for grabs.
That's right. The winning school is going to win a $500 cash prize from RMR Legal. So you can call or text right now, 614-6499, and vote for your favorite elementary, middle, or high school. Again, our number, 614-6499.
All right, do that. And the winning principal will be in here Monday morning with Roy Roman. Hey, it's time for sports. The CHI Memorial Sports Desk. CHI Memorial. Hello, Human Kindness Sports, sponsored in part by the Town Squire. And let's see here. Need to announce some winners from the Town Squire's 47th anniversary celebration. We have more gift cards that Larry has given away. Dan Merriman won a $75 gift certificate. Ashton Bullard, a $75 gift certificate. Gina Guerin won a pair of Southern Tide Performance slacks. And that is tremendous. You can get a great start to the fall clothing season and UT football season. And, you know, Josh, the other day, Bob Kessling, voice of the Vols, had spoken at a big event at the Smart Factory Institute. And I was at the Town Squire doing the anniversary broadcast. And Kessling came down, had to go see Larry at the Town Squire while he was here.
Well, I mean, I think that's a story tradition, like none like any other here in Cleveland. You're right, is going to see Larry and stand in there and buy a new shirt, for great price.
Of course, Kessling stood around long enough till Larry gave him something. So anyway, we are joined now.
That's what you do every Friday.
That's a great point. No, it's true. That's a matter of fact. Here we go. I think this was a gift. Anyway, we're joined now by Cleveland High School, and the preview this morning, we have head coach Chandler Tygard. Chandler, good morning, Coach. How are you?
Hey, Steve. How you doing, buddy?
2 days in a row.
I know. That's good.
Well, and of course, I'm joined by my partner, Josh Rogers, on our TV games. Who's the other guy that joins us?
Stephen Shelton.
I never can remember his name. He's been with us over 20 years. All right, Chandler, first of all, as you told us yesterday, at the media day, just give us the overall preview, if you will.
Of the season, yeah. So basically, we got a hard schedule coming up. We play four games at home in the first 5 weeks, which is exciting. The downside is now you're playing 4 road games at the end of the season. I heard we're one of the only schools in the area that every single non-conference opponent made it to at least the second round last year. So we've got a tough schedule, tough region. We got Bearden and Maryville, Bradley, Hardin Valley, Farragut. So always some really good games in that region play. Not to mention our traditional non-region rivals, McMinn, Ray County, and then Clinton's coming here next Friday with a bunch of D1 players like they typically do. So it'll be an exciting year.
Coach, talk about this year, right? Second year under under your leadership. Last year, I think that was a great showing of, what you guys had to offer, what you guys had to do, but taking that next step this year. How do you guys do that this year?
Yeah, last year was probably just a small percentage, honestly, of what we are hoping to get to. We had so many new coaches, so many new things going on, to where this year, especially offensively, we feel like we're far ahead of where we were last year. Now, we lost 10 starters on defense, but we still feel like we're ahead of last year where we're at, even replacing all those kids. So year year 2 is a massive difference. I told people yesterday, I said, I don't want to do another year 1 again for a long time.
Yeah.
Because we've done it 3 times now in 7 years, and we're good with those. Year 1's rough.
Yeah.
But, we've got some great kids. These are all of our senior offensive linemen, and so I want to make sure that they get highlighted because our skill kids get a lot of highlights. They get all the TikToks and the Instagrams and, the photo shoots and all that. But honestly, without these 4 guys right here, none of this thing runs. So that's why we got to highlight these guys here.
And I want to ask you too, real quick, before we highlight all these guys, because I've got something for this guy right here.
Yeah.
What position do you play offensive line?
Right tackle.
I figured you did. Drinking black coffee this morning
Oh,
at 7 a.m.
yeah.
This is the bring your lunch pail to work type of guy, right?
Stonewall is a black coffee drinker. He's a welder. He's one of the toughest dudes we got.
Yeah, and obviously has an NIL with Hardy.
That's what I'm saying.
Pretty cool.
He's a third-year starter. He played center for us. Now he's played right tackle, being team player. So
when you moved from center to right tackle, did your coffee intake go up a little bit, or did it go down, or how did that?
I feel like it really stayed the same, I love black coffee.
I hear you, man. Coach, I do have to ask you though, rebuilding a program from scratch, and I think that would be hard for any coach coming into a varsity program. But you're not just doing that. You're doing K through 12, rebuilding this thing, and tell us a little bit about the younger kids, the program. For all of Cleveland football, K through 12.
So we've got about 350 kids K through 12 in the program, starting literally with Barrett, my 4-year-old, in flag football, all the way up through the 12th grade. We've got over 50 coaches. We've got over 15 teams. So we've got a lot, whether that's flag and tackle. We do a great job there in the youth league. So we've got the CYFL Tackle League. We added an additional 8U team for so much interest this year. We've got the CYFL Flag. Then on top of that, we added 6th grade football down at the middle school with Coach Barber. Rodney Broadnax, we got him out to coach 6th grade. They had their first game in, I think, over 10 years this week. And then you've got your 7th grade, your 8th grade. We added freshman football last year, so they play a full 8-game JV schedule because there's not a lot of freshman teams to play around here. The big thing is football is you do all this work for only 10 to 15 days a year, so you want to play games. And so we want every JV player, every freshman player, every middle school player to at least get to play as many games as they can to get the reward for all their hard work. And then we hope by doing that and all the feeder system, by the time they hit varsity football, they're prepared, and we're all running the same systems top to bottom, which is very, very rare in our state. So it's a lot of work. It's a big undertaking, but everybody's on board. It starts with Dr. Elliott, our superintendent. It starts with all of our principals, Bob Pritchard, but also Mr. Acciona at the middle school, and then pushing all the way down to our youth league presidents, Corey Green, Ryan Strother. So it's going really well right now. We just got to take the time to do it right.
Guys, if you would, step up to the mic so everybody can hear you. Give us your name, your grade, and in your position.
Well, I started off. I'm Nate Carter, and I'm a senior, and I play left guard, and I'm a D tackle.
I'm Aiden Smith, and I'm a senior, and I play right guard and nose guard.
I'm Joster Canales. I'm a senior as well, and I play left tackle. I'm Stonewall Charette, and I'm a senior, and I play right tackle and nose guard.
And loves black coffee.
Absolutely. Let me ask you this question. What is your favorite place to get coffee? What's your favorite type of black coffee?
Oh, it's Hardy's.
Is it?
That's my favorite.
All right.
And marketing,
Get Nicole
marketing
in here.
genius already.
Hey, Nicole, come here, please. That's
We're going to need a sponsorship again.
Yeah, we got to.
We've already got one.
Well,
but
that's what I heard.
For
I actually heard that. She'll come in here in a second. Hey, Sharon, will you get Nicole? Is she still here? She left? What? She's gone. I had a deal for you, but Nicole Morsehead's out.
Tell us about the Club 225.
Well, Club 225 is a thing we started this year, and it means that you can power clean 225. I think we've got...
We're up to 15 now, and then at Meet the Raiders here on Saturday is going to be their last chance to enter the club. If you cannot lift 225 or higher, you can't get the T-shirt, even including myself. So as much as I want that T-shirt, I've got to work on my power clean form.
Hey, Coach, where's my shirt?
That's what I'm saying. Well, and actually, it is up for fans and alumni and anyone else. If you want to come power clean 225 pounds
I've already done it.
Then
You've
come
got
on down.
The video.
Then I'll get you a T-shirt. I don't need to see this video.
I want the shirt. I've already done this.
My guy over here can't clean 25 pounds. guys, tell us a little bit about what it is like playing under Coach Tygard. Second year for all you guys, right? I mean, you guys have all been at Cleveland for, I'm sure, since you were freshmen. And, what it is like being under a new coach, being under a new offense, new defense, and how things are going.
Well, I say Tygard is a great coach, and when he came, he made like the offense go fast, and like we was basically like running around making plays on defense as well with Coach Manus. And basically, he basically came and changed our offense all the way around. And we go in the games and score at least 40, 50 points every single game. That's just like a norm for us.
Yeah, going off what Nate said, like I said, he said Tygard's a great coach, and he runs it like a college. Like every practice we have periods, and like if we struggle in something during the game or during the scrimmage, that's what we focus on. And as a team, we just go better each week.
Like what these two have said, under Tygard, obviously it's a lot of change. It takes a lot of time to adjust to everything. But obviously, like being under him is great. He's a great guy, great coach. I enjoy being around not only him but all the coaches. Coach Quick, Coach Manez. Every coach like that. Every new coach. It's been fun. To be with them. This team.
Yeah, I'd say it's been a big change. Because I was used to playing like a slow football game, just eat the clock, and now we're speeding it up. So, yeah.
And need some more of that coffee.
Well, and I'll tell you this is that Coach Tygard said he's going to bring the offensive line and defensive line guys in here. The quarterbacks, the running backs, the receivers, they're going to say everything they can to make sure that they're getting more touches, right?
Yeah.
Like that's what they want. These guys are going to be honest with you, And what I think that means is really in the world, in football world, you have two types of offensive linemen. You have guys who like to run fast, who like to go hard, who like to hit. And then you have other offensive linemen who like the slow pace. Like they like to be able.
You were a lineman.
I was, yeah, man.
Yeah.
And I like to go fast, but I like pass. We passed a lot, so I enjoyed pass rushing. So it was slower. We didn't have to run the ball all the time. So it was. So hearing from these guys, you'll really get a quick understanding pretty quick. One final question, if you got the time.
Do
you have the time?
Yeah, go right ahead.
Is that okay?
No.
What?
Go ahead.
And Coach, and this is for every single one of you. And I asked Coach Floyd this question too. What if you could say one thing or a couple things to your fans, to the student body? What would you say about this upcoming season? What would you ask of them? What would you say to them?
The biggest thing is show up. We've got a lot of excitement going. So we installed new LED lights. We switched from Under Armour to Nike officially this year. We got all new uniforms. We got all these nice things to put a great product on the field that we could be proud of. And so all we're asking is just give us a chance, show up next Friday, see what the show looks like, because it's all designed for entertainment. That's why we have DJs. That's why we have all the fun stuff we're doing. Al Morris, our athletic director, does a great job with promotion. Jenna Morris runs the student section. I know Nate's very involved with the lead-worthy class. Just show up, give us a chance, see the show on Friday night, and then you'll be so excited that you'll want to keep coming back. So that's the big thing this year is we just want to get everybody back out to the games.
What would you guys say to your classmates?
As he already said, show up and be loud. That's all I got.
I love it. Thank you guys very much. Cleveland High School and Coach Tygard, we will see you soon. You'll be our first TV game this year, August 30th, Cleveland High at McMinn County. All right, Walker Valley is up next.
Black coffee.
And that's right. Hey, he's going to bring you some, a fellow lineman. Walker Valley, Coach Akins and his players are here. We'll do that coming up. Hey, we'll be right back in just a moment.
Hey, it's
Shopping for a great deal on a car or truck? Know this. Cleveland Ford is loaded with vehicles, over 230 in stock, all discounted. I'm talking saving up to $7,500 on new F-Series trucks and Mustang Mach-E. We have financing as low as 0% on Edge and 1.9% for 72 months on new F-150s. And as always, you get a lifetime powertrain warranty and complimentary service when you buy from us. So hurry to Cleveland Ford today because this sale ends soon, or shop us at clevelandford.com.
ESPN Radio returns to Southeast Tennessee. ESPN Cleveland 101.3 FM is the new home of the Vols, Braves, Falcons, Bulldogs, and more of your favorite teams. Listen on air or at ESPNCleveland1013.com. ESPN Cleveland 101.3 FM.
I told my son to find me the nicest place to live in Cleveland. He said, Dad, there's only one place, and that's Garden Plaza. And I moved into the patio home. Everybody knows your name from day one. And there's something to do all day long if you want to participate in it. You cannot possibly be bored at Garden Plaza. It is just great. And their food is outstanding. It's out of this world. And I'm so happy I'm here. Garden Plaza is it for me.
Hi, my name is Everest and I'm from Walker Valley High School. Vaping nicotine has become a serious issue in our schools. Over 40% of high school students have reported that they have used a vape, and the number is only rising. It's time to escape the vape.
Escape the Vape is a partnership to prevent teen vaping, presented by ATS The Bridge, Bradley County Schools, and Cleveland City Schools.
Are you a busy family? Direct Primary Care Associates has helped the Rogers family and how they do medicine.
Direct Primary Care Associates has been a great support to our family. It's taken the doctor's office experience from a nightmare to a dream. I'm able to come in with all three of my kids. I'm seen in a timely manner by really professional, wonderful people.
Yeah, Direct Primary Care has been great for us, whether it's a bump or a bruise or a gash on the arm, or whether it's a fever at night or a stomach ache. We're able to either text our doctors through the app and ask questions, or we're able to get an appointment relatively pretty quick and be able to be seen that same day or next day usually. And it's changed the way that we view medicine.
If you'd like to learn more about Direct Primary Care Associates, visit our website at directpca.com or call 423-650-4831.
Well, we like to think what makes Andrew Johnson make different is the way we work with our community and our customers. We also have a great staff with a lot of experience that we feel like can help you whatever your need is for banking. I love the community of it. Like I said, I was born and raised here. I've seen it grow, and I love our growth pattern. It's just a great place to live with friendly people that just make you feel at home.
Celebrating her birthday, my friend
She's not here.
I know.
So she was born this was the day that Elvis died.
She always shows up where she's not wanted.
Oh, wow.
Did you say that out loud? Always shows up where she's not wanted.
That
oh,
was
man.
Josh, not me.
That's too bad. And Aretha died today. This is a sad day in music. All right. And then Sandra was born. Whatever.
Melanie Oren celebrating her birthday tomorrow. Dr. Tiffany Allberg also having a birthday tomorrow. Carrie Workman is celebrating on Sunday. Justin Flowers is celebrating today. This is Ashley's husband. Chris and Soraya Newton, they are celebrating their 5th wedding anniversary today. Corey Dixon is also celebrating today. That is from his in-laws, Joey and Heather Ezell. They're very proud of him. Riley Leach is going to be 25 on Sunday. She works for the city of Cleveland in the finance department. Loretta O'Daniel is celebrating today. Raylan Weaver is 11 years old. Baron Thomas Randolph is going to be 35 tomorrow. That's from his son Silas and his parents Tammy and Baron. Stevie Dixon is 49 today from his sister. And then Sandy Graham is going to be 77 on Sunday. Call in your birthdays and wedding anniversaries to us. We'll take those for today, tomorrow, and Sunday. The volunteer Ridipest mix line is 614-6499. You can also text us at that same number on the Cleveland State Cougar line. Go to our website, mymix1041.com, or download our free Mix 1041 app. It's the Simmons Bank celebration list at Simmons Bank. They work hard to help make their customers' dreams come true. Call Jamie Kyle, 423-381-3429.
All right, don't forget, Bridget, our favorite school poll is presented by RMR Legal, rmrlegal.com, home of the free will. And we got a big prize. I think the polls close at, 6 o'clock tonight?
Yes, 6 p.m. tonight. So you can vote for your favorite elementary, middle, or high school at 614-6499. You can call or text that number. The winning school is going to win a $500 cash prize from RMR Legal.
And we'll have the winning principal and Roy Roman in here Monday. All right, we're back on our high school football Kickoff special. Been doing this for many years, supplied by Wholesale Supply Group. Thanks to Hardee's for providing breakfast. Apparently, Nicole just threw the biscuits in here and left.
Yeah.
How rude is she?
Well, I
Good
would have left too if I had to listen to all those birthdays and celebrations. I was sitting here looking at Andy.
Oh.
I'm sure glad we don't do that on our show. Holy cow! I mean, it'd take our entire show.
We just have Stephen Shelton come on and let him wreak havoc. That's what happens.
You had Shelton on yesterday. Now, but in case you don't know, ESPN Cleveland 101.3. These guys host The Drive. Andy Morris, Josh Rogers, presented by Hardee's. Actually, Andy, you guys are doing great.
Yeah, I appreciate it. We're having a lot of fun with it, and obviously had a lot of high school football content to talk about yesterday with the big media day that you guys put on. Did a great job with that, and I asked Rogers if he actually slept here night before last, because I'm telling you what, he went from media day to the drive to everything going on. So I like to give Rogers. Shelton is here, baby. He's here.
Whoa! Shelton just stuck his head in, looked like Uncle Fester. But anyway, Josh, you guys are big show, 5 o'clock Monday through Thursday.
Yeah, 5 to 6 Monday through Thursday. ESPN Cleveland 101.3. You can listen on your radio, you can listen on the app, or you can listen go to our website and listen to us too. Next week is going to be a brand new type of show for us. We're changing the format, I guess you could say.
Is that what you're doing?
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, okay, good.
But it's going to be we're moving into our high school football, college football, and NFL football season. So starting Monday, we'll have people from the Falcons and from the Titans on. On Tuesday, we'll have Coach Akins on and UTC.
Awesome. Yeah. I'll add that to my schedule.
Yeah, 5:30.
Okay,
Andy
good.
was supposed to
I got
tell you. We'll have Coach Akins on Tuesday, and if he can't make it, we'll have Jacob on as well, and then we'll go UTC football, UGA football, and Cleveland on Wednesday, and then UT football and Bradley on Thursdays. And so we'll do that all football season long, to where we get to promote our local student athletes in the high school level, but we'll also get to promote our local teams as well, from Georgia, UTC, Tennessee, and obviously the Falcons and the Titans as well. So it's going to be, we're moving out of baseball season, out of Olympic season, and going all into football.
I love it. We're joined now by the team that brings you Walker Valley football on Sports 99.1. Andy Morris, Jacob Mason. Andy, Jacob, I'm going to turn things over to you.
Yeah, so one thing Coach Akins does a great job of, it's promoting and talking about his program. So I didn't ask him because I knew he would do it. So props to you there, Coach. For
don't say no too much when it comes to like a microphone being in front of my face.
And hair growth is another one.
Dude, I'm telling you, we got the hair squad in today.
The flow is something else.
It's good. It's real good over here.
So, real quick, let's lead off, Coach, with what's going on tonight up at the MAC at Walker Valley.
Yeah, fired up about tonight. For years, since I was at Udowa as offense coordinator, we've had this preseason game built into our schedule. It's kind of one last, hey, we're going to make this feel as much like a real Friday night. We're going to have cheerleaders there. We're going to take up tickets. That's going to be part of the conversation we have. And then, we're going to give reserved seats. We're going to make this feel like as real a game as possible and have a great opponent in, but still in the night 0-0. And really, before we go into the season, we got Farragut come to our place tonight. Really excited about that. Historically great program. Coach Courtney, the dad, stepped down, and then the son has taken over. So I really have a ton of respect for Jeff Courtney, who's taken over, and what he's doing with their program. Love competing against them. This is our third straight year to go against Farragut. So it'll be a lot of fun tonight. We are taking a gate. A part of the reason for that, I've got some questions on that. Part of the reason we are taking a gate is because we have lost a home game. So we're down to 4 home games, unfortunately. So just to supplement our program for the year, this is we're going to treat this as if it's our 5th home game. So that's part of the reason. Also, we're taking reserved seats. We're taking season passes. All those things that would be a normal Friday night, we're going to accept come tonight. So it's a little different deal where this is going to feel like a real home game and a real preseason game, and give these guys, the feel of what a Friday night's going to feel like.
Coach, excited to talk to you this morning. Your team has always had a culture or a vision. What's this offseason been about? I know there's been some coaches changing, some new guys stepping into new roles. Just kind of talk about what your vision this offseason has been.
Yeah, when you have the season we had last year, and you go to the semifinals, for the first time in school history. It's really hard, and my dad used to talk about this all the time, to not kind of sit on your laurels. That's what Dad used to say. He's old. So, you can't sit on your laurels. You got to keep moving. You got to keep pressing forward. And the unique thing that we've talked about within our program is you can't do the same thing you did last year and expect to get the same results. A lot of times you do the same thing, you get the same results. Well, in this case, in a positive case, you can't do the same thing and expect to get back to the semifinals, because now it's different. Last year, nobody was putting a target on Walker Valley's back. Nobody was circling the game against Walker Valley. Well, this year we're the reigning region champion. People are circling our game in our region. Beating Cleveland last year. Cleveland's going to circle our game. They're not going to want to lose to us again. So we got to make sure that we don't work the same we worked last year, that we work harder than we worked last year, because people are going to be gunning after us now. So, making sure that we have the mentality that we've got to continue to work hard every single day if we want to get back to where we want to get. And we have goals. We set goals in January, and those goals are really lofty. And, the goals that we set this year are really tough. And this group wants to attain those, and they have to understand you can't work the same and expect to get the same results. We got to work harder. So that's something we've preached within our program this entire offseason, and these guys have kind of led the charge on that, and that's why they're here. That's why they're our leaders, is because they pushed our guys to be better than they were even last year.
See, he's good at this stuff. we call it letting Drew. Let him Drew,
Absolutely.
man.
Yeah, it just depends on how much time you got. That's our one question.
That's football game.
Well, it's great to see you guys.
Hey, so real quick, I'm going to go ahead and let these guys introduce themselves. We'll start down here with Mr. Farley. Go ahead, you guys just grab a mic and let us know your name and what position you play. Obviously, all these guys are seniors.
My name is Bryson Farley, and I play center.
And we share a barber also. That's very nice to see you again.
Thor 1.
Yeah.
I'm Jack Shantz. I play defensive end.
Thor 2.
My name's Troy Diskevich, and I play defensive end and tight end.
Thor 3.
Oh, okay.
Tate Roundtree. I play wide back.
My name's Jeremiah Townsend, and I play offensive guard.
And your dad wants me to say hello to you.
Well, me too. You got the same
same text.
You go ahead.
No, your dad just said hello.
Nick
He wanted to say hi.
And he's proud
Buddies
of you.
with your dad. So.
Yeah, so this is a great group of young men. I coach a couple of them in wrestling. Troy and Jeremiah, both these guys here are state placers, so looking forward to not only what they're doing on the gridiron this year, but on the wrestling mat as well. Real quick, whoever wants to take this one, Jacob and I are going to ask you guys a couple questions. Talk about the cohesiveness specifically on the line. So I guess I'm going to throw this to one of you two. On the offensive line, we know we got a lot of guys coming back. What's the recipe for that?
We have a lot of chemistry with our offensive line. Most of us have played with each other since 8th grade, and Dosen in the backfield has been our quarterback since 8th grade. We have a lot of chemistry up front. We're really big and physical up front too, so that's
As for me, I started all 4 years here at Walker Valley. We had Caleb Kelly play right tackle last year for us. Lane Kelly played a little bit. He played a little bit as well. Lassen's kind of new. He didn't play much last year. But we all kind of have like a bond together, and I feel like that's really important as an offensive lineman, that you trust somebody beside you, and you feel like you can lean on them when things get rough. And I feel like we have that as an offensive line, and that's going to push us real far this year.
I do want to get a question. Coach Aikens, bring you back just a second. Let's talk about Dosen Stum, because he, my goodness, what an exciting quarterback he's going to be.
Yeah, listen, through June and July, we were kind of worried, honestly. He was moving slow. He was thinking a lot.
Kind of like his dad.
Yeah,
Jake, very slow.
That's a little different. There's not mentally slow. Physically, he was moving
both,
slow.
Actually, yeah. Exactly.
Dosen, we couldn't get his tempo up. I'll tell you what, since last Friday, we played at Finley last Friday. He played outstanding. He has had a great week of practice. It's almost like a switch has been flipped, and he kind of understands what it takes now. This week of practice has been the best week of practice I've ever seen him have, which really gives us a lot of energy going into the year. We're pumped about his ability to kind of step in for Evan. Obviously, Evan was a very special quarterback for us. But, man, Dosen has shown in the last week that he can do everything that we want him to do. He's a great leader. I think he's so vocal with these guys. He's encouraging. He definitely has a voice within our program. So really excited about what Dosen's going to do this year. And the guys around him, I think that's what makes Dosen even better, is these guys being able to block up front, run the ball. Roman Yulo, Hudson McCooch at receiver, those two guys, coming back being 800-yard receivers each, 10 touchdowns for Hudson and 7 touchdowns for Roman. Like, we got great players around him. So those things are going to make his transition into a first-year starter a little bit easier, I'd say.
2 questions for you. First one is, what kind of shampoo you guys use in the locker room? I'm trying to figure out if I could get some regrowth up here.
Yours will be Mop and Glow.
Yeah, thank you. And then secondly, and the real question is, and this is for all you guys, right? And Coach, we'll start with you. What would you say, to all your fans out there, to all the Walker Valley fans, like going into this season, like what would you say to them to get, whether it's getting hyped up, making it out to the game, whatever it is, like what would you want to say to your fan base up there?
Yeah, I think my message to our people is just thankfulness. When you look at the community outpouring over the last 5 years and how we've grown this program, last year I think we had 16 sponsorship signs around our facility, which is not a bad number. We did a lift-a-thon this year, and the community support for these guys, them going out and building relationships in our community, we have over 70 signs at our program this year. Just an amazing outpouring of love and care, and what it shows is that people care about these kids and they want these kids to be successful, and I'm just thankful for every single dollar that gets poured. We had this conversation at the Rotary Club, just, hey, what can the community do? Man, they've done it. They've shown, man, like they will do whatever it takes to support high school programs, and every single dollar we get goes back to these guys and trying to give these guys the best possible experience that we can give them. I know that's my ultimate goal, is to make sure that we give these guys a great experience. So my message to them is just thankfulness. And then because of their outpouring of love, we're going to try to go out there on Friday nights, and we're going to try to win every game that we're in. We've talked for 5 years about being competitive. That's no longer the goal at Walker Valley. It's kind of shifted. It's no longer being competitive. Now we want to win every game that we're in. We want to go find a way to win those games. And thankfully last year we were able to do that in a lot of them. And this year, it's the same goal. So, that's my message. And Friday nights are fun. I think we've made Friday nights at the MAC a lot of fun with a band and cheer and, all the different things that we got going on Friday night has been really special. So excited to have people out, excited for the season, and excited to show these guys off because they're great players. Jack and Deezy, go ahead.
What would you guys want to say to your fans? What would you guys want to say to your classmates, to the kids at your school who come out and support you every game?
I just want to say, just to keep showing up. We're driving to, freshman year and sophomore year, we drove to Smith County and Upperman, and they were always coming with us. And it was crazy because it would be packed stands on the wayside, and they wouldn't even fit in it. And we're 2.5 hours away from Cleveland, so it's just, we got to keep that up. That's amazing.
It's just been a pleasure growing up with them, always having them support us wherever we go. Like he was saying, driving 2 hours away and still having a packed stadium, and looking up in the crowd, knowing everyone there, and just really just loving the atmosphere wherever we go, home or away.
Well, guys, thank you so much. Coach, thank you again. Always great. Go ahead.
Hey, Tate, say something.
Come on, come on.
We got to get tight up there.
I love the fans. They're really good.
Coach, thanks so much. Walker Valley. Andy Morris, Jacob Mason, Sports 99.1, guys. You're excited?
Right. Excited to get the season kicked off. Hard to believe we're back already.
Can't believe it.
Yeah.
Friday night.
Yeah, and for the record, Rogers and I love when Shelton comes on. The havoc that he brings on our show is a lot of fun.
And it's like a day off. I mean, basically, he just talks all the time. All right.
Y'all are the opposite of our group. Y'all are the bald group.
Yeah.
Our group, they bring the hair to the party.
Got jokes.
Yeah.
Hey,
I got jokes over here.
All right. We're going to take a break right here. That's been our high school football kickoff hour. which is supplied by Wholesale Supply Group, sponsored in part by Hardee's. Next hour, and we're in it already. Bob Kessling, the voice of the Vols, is either here or on the way. And we've got a UT hour this coming hour. It's presented by TVFCU. And we'll come right back with more in a moment.
This traffic report is brought to you by L&B Appliance, your one-stop appliance shop, locally owned and operated, Durkee Road at Highway 64 in Cleveland. 423-339-3231.
Paula, tell us about how you came.
Cleveland Tire is ready to help your auto any way it can. We're one of the largest providers of Bridgestone and Firestone tire dealers in the area. We sell all major brand tires. We have ASE certified mechanics on staff 6 days a week. We also have a commercial truck tire center that provides 24-hour roadside service and minor mechanical repairs on site. We have built our reputation on years of quality, affordable work and tires. We pride ourselves in customer satisfaction and great service. Cleveland Tire Center.
Love supporting local? Then you'll love shopping with Crown Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram of Cleveland, your hometown dealer. We're happy to be part of this community and proud to serve you with a better way to buy and service.
We strive to have something for everyone in our inventory. Come find your perfect ride today.
And we'll deliver yours to your door. Visit your hometown dealer today, Crown Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram of Cleveland, the better way to buy and service.
It's a special morning on Mix 104.1, today's best mix and best variety inside the Mermaid Mattress Weather Center.
Tempur-Pedic and other national brands are giving special savings for Labor Day. And of course, you always save when you buy direct from our factory at Mermaid Mattress, your home for better sleep.
All right, for today, partly cloudy skies early in the day and then scattered showers and thunderstorms this afternoon and evening. We'll have gusty winds and small hail possible this afternoon and tonight. A high of 91 and a low of 71 this evening. For tomorrow, sunny skies, a few clouds. A stray shower or thunderstorm is possible. A high of 90 and a low of 69. And then on Sunday, rain showers early in the day. We could see some sun later in the afternoon with a high of 88. Your current Milligan Vane temperature is 73 degrees. Taking a look at the Central Heat and Air weather radar this morning, things are looking great out there. This weather forecast is brought to you by the Center for Cosmetic Dentistry, Dr. Ken Beard, Dr. Brian Beard, and Dr. Baylor Terrell. Call them at 423-476-6541 or visit them online at centerforcosmeticdentistry.com.
Broadcasting from the Kia of Cleveland studios. This is your home for the best mix, the best variety, and all the important information you need. Download the Mix 1041 app at mymix1041.com.
The top of the hour is presented by Best Buy Metals, making sure the top of your house is the best it can be. BestBuyMetalRoofing.com.
The best mix, the best variety. WCLE, Calhoun, Cleveland, Athens.
Fox News is next, presented by Capital Tire Service in downtown Cleveland.
Fox News, I'm Gianna Gelosi. Today in North Carolina, Vice President Kamala Harris is expected to roll out her economic agenda, which is expected to include a ban on price gouging at the grocery store and at restaurants. Former President Donald Trump slammed the plan as communist from a press conference in New Jersey yesterday.
If they worked, I'd go along with it too, but they don't work. They actually have the exact opposite impact and effect, but it leads to food shortages, rationing, hunger.
5 people, including 2 doctors, have been charged in the fatal ketamine overdose of Friends star Matthew Perry.
3 of the 5 have already agreed to plead guilty to various drug conspiracy and distribution counts, including Perry's longtime personal assistant, who injected Perry with the fatal dose, causing his death in October of last year.
That's Fox's Chanley Painter. America's listening to Fox News.
The Mix 1041 News Desk, brought to you by Logan Thompson Law, a tradition of legal and community service. That's Logan Thompson Law at LoganThompsonLaw.com. All right, Mix 1041, MixTV.tv, local and state news from the Logan Thompson Law News Desk, LoganThompsonLaw.com. The Cleveland Daily Banner's reporting this morning a Cleveland couple was involved in a road rage incident on Stewart Road on Sunday. A driver in a Dodge Journey allegedly pointed a gun at them. Cleveland police say the incident occurred Sunday at 4:48 p.m. The driver repeatedly aimed the pistol at them while honking aggressively. The victims described him as a short-haired white male in his early 20s. WDEF television reports this morning a Hamilton County School Resource deputy and another driver sustained minor injuries in a head-on collision on Highway 58 in Meigs County yesterday. The collision occurred when the other driver crossed the deputy's lane. THP is investigating. The Daily Post-Athenian reports the St. Mark AME Zion Church in Athens caught fire last night, prompted multiple fire departments to respond, including in Bradley County. And we lost a wonderful woman in the Cleveland City School System, Barbara Ector, who had just retired after last year, passed away after 36 years serving the Cleveland City School System. Mrs. Ector had several influential roles in the system, teacher, administrator. She was a tremendous woman. And Dr. Jeff Elliott, the director of Cleveland City Schools, said about Barbara Ector, quote, her leadership, compassion, and dedication to the success of every student evident in all that she did, end quote. And I had Barbara Ector in class, a wonderful teacher, and we're thinking about Aubrey, her Reverend Aubrey Ector, her husband, and the entire family. All right, local and state news at 11 after 8.
Mark Shepard, Shelter Insurance, 2334 Keith Street, Cleveland. Call 423-339-8777.
Do you need toilet paper? Sun Paper in Cleveland has a great selection. They also have paper towels.
Attention shoppers, don't forget to ask our certified butchers for great recipe tips.
This is an authentic butcher shop, where meat is hand-cut in-store, beef is ground fresh daily, and expert advice from a certified butcher is always free of charge.
Free advice? That's what I call value. The quality I crave. The value I count on.
Nobody does food like Food City.
Thank you for calling Logan Thompson. This is Ashley.
You get a yearly checkup, shouldn't your air? With your local Lennox dealer, regular care equals perfect air. With technology you can touch, comfortable air you can feel, and savings you can see. Not just perfect air, perfect for you air.
Call Dale's Heating and Air to upgrade your air today.
Lennox, air is life. Make it perfect.
ESPN Radio returns to Southeast Tennessee. ESPN Cleveland 101.3 FM is the new home of the Vols, Braves, Falcons, Bulldogs, and more of your favorite teams. Listen on air or at ESPNCleveland1013.com. ESPN Cleveland 101.3 FM.
What's your biggest investment? Probably your home. The roof over your head. If it's time to repair or replace your roof, the pros at Langley Roofing are here to help. See a loved roof? Chances are it's a Langley.
Sun is shining, it's a beautiful day. Wake up, sleepyhead, get up and play. Everything's yellow, it's a beautiful sight. Sunbeam showers makes everything bright. Come on now, let's get away.
Make every day brighter with the sunny southern goodness of Mayfield Dairy.
When I was a kid, I wanted to run my parents' business. At the time, a furniture store, but now a mattress factory. Now, really, I wanted to be president, but then I didn't like the politics.
Well, I wanted to be an FBI agent, but then I became a mom and realized how passionate I am about sleep. I sleep good because we're taking care of our friends and neighbors.
Well, you have a good mattress, too.
That's a good point.
Now we're into our third generation of leadership with Kristen and Taylor coming on board.
And it's our dream come true. And that's the legacy that we want to pass down to our fourth generation, too.
Mermaid mattress, handmade, hand-delivered.
Welcome to Mountain View Nissan Country, where automotive...
The voice of the Volunteers, and I can now say a Tennessee Radio Hall of Famer, Bob Keslings.
Thank you. That's the nicest thing you've ever said to me.
Well, it's all factual.
Well, I know it is factual.
I mean, you know.
But I was just a little bit late today. The limo that you promised again didn't show up for the 10th straight year. The limo that just...
I thought it was a private plane from these jokers here. We also joining the questioning.
But it's good to be here. Hey, and again, I tell you this every year. What you guys do for high school football down here is just remarkable. And there's such a rich heritage of high school football in this area. And but just to support it and what it means on a Friday night, sometimes Thursday nights, it's really important to this community, and it's important to kids that grow up, and important to just the whole community, because high school football is a rallying point for everybody. So I still, some of my best memories are playing high school football, and all those great days, and all those stadium steps we had to run in the summertime, and then it all made it worthwhile when you got in that locker room after a winning game. So it's important.
We're joined also by Stephen Shelton, Josh Rogers. Shelton, here we go again. Been doing this for many years.
This is my favorite morning of the year, without question.
Did you hear that? Morning, not afternoon.
Yeah.
Afternoons are with me.
Oh, yeah, Josh is doing ESPN Cleveland now.
I hope that the TV caught your puzzled look when he said everything you guys do for high school football, the puzzled look on your face, like, what are we doing? No,
what else is new?
No, this really is. I mean, for Bob to take time to come down here, but it's always good to know football season's around the corner when he shows up, and this is there's a lot of stations he could go to, but to spend some time here.
Well, they all said no.
Well,
most of them have the door locked at 7:30. No. So I was talking about football and listening to some of the guys as I was driving down, listening to the guys talking about their experiences. We all have experiences in football when you think about some of the lessons you learned. When I was in 5th grade, I played on the Fairmont Wee Dragons up in Kettering, Ohio. Now, it was 3 grades, 4th, 5th, and 6th, and it's every kid in the community is on the Wee Dragons. Okay, so we got 160 kids or whatever it is, and but the key thing about the whole year was we got to go to Lexington, Kentucky, and play against the Somerset All-Stars at Lafayette High School. It was a big deal. The local radio station, WHIO, carried our caravan, and I mean, you can imagine how many cars you had with 105 kids. We probably had 150 cars going down to Lexington. But the key thing was you had to sell 3 cases of peanut brittle to be able to go, which doesn't seem like a big chore, except you've got 15 kids on your block and you're all out there selling peanut brittle. Some of those poor folks on our street, Ackerman Boulevard, I bet they bought 10 cans of peanut brittle. They're giving away at Christmas. That's their Christmas present. So I was big for my age, and so I was on the 5th grade team, and the 6th grade team didn't have any big guys, so I got moved up to the 6th grade team. Well, that was a big deal, and so I'm kind of looking down at my old buddies. I'm playing up here on the varsity, so you guys have a good night. So anyway, we go down to Somerset, Kentucky. We're going to play Lexington. We're going to play the Somerset All-Stars, and I'm all fired up. I'm 5th grader playing on the 6th grade team, and this is going to be good, and I'm going to get out there. So we line up first play, and I'm playing defensive tackle, and I look across the line of scrimmage at the tackle I'm getting ready to face. He's got a full beard. I'm thinking, this is going to be a long day. So I guess at Somerset they don't have many age restrictions, and so it was a long day.
His wife and children are in the stands.
But anyway, we survived it. But you guys know you learn when you go up against somebody. You got to get better. So it was a lot of fun. But I still have my Wee Dragon helmet from those days. Oh yeah.
I'll say there's some kids that were here this morning that even at my age, my size, I probably wouldn't want to go up against. We had a kid here from Cleveland this morning pounding black coffee at 6:45.
Just talking about that.
Five cups of black coffee this morning. He's an offensive lineman for Cleveland.
Well, it's just the athleticism of these, because they go year round, but the athleticism of football players now is really remarkable, and just the speed because they're all doing training all year round, and it's just it's remarkable. And it takes such a sacrifice by the players and the parents and everybody else to get them to this point. So I admire the ones that play, and it's. I've always said there's 120 for a Tennessee game. There's 104,000 people watching, 22 playing, and so you admire the 22 that are out there playing and making the sacrifice and doing what they got to do.
We're going to jump into the season?
Yeah, whatever. Let's do it.
Well, Bob, takeaways from last year, 9-4, ended with a great bowl victory. It's finally now we're moved on to Nico. He's now the starting quarterback. I know that's the big.
You have the last name down yet?
I know, and so we're stopping at Nico. So,
yes, Iamaliava.
Amen.
Iamaliava.
I could have said anything. You
do you have that on your play sheet? You have that on your play sheet. You have that like phonetically spelled out.
Yes, yes, I do. It's but anyway, it's gonna be.
You've
fun
got
to
some
watch.
good names. Squirrel, Brew,
Squirrel, we got Brew.
Nico. There's some pretty good names this year on Tennessee.
Well, the biggest thing is every
Boo.
guy in the team has changed their number.
Yeah.
Brew went from 15 to 5. Squirrel went from 10 to 3, and so I've got to relearn all the numbers this year too. But that's just.
You also got Boo up there as well with you now.
That's right. I tell you what, and you don't want to jump ahead too far with a young man like Brew and put too much pressure on him. But there's some players when you see them that kind of jump off the page, and I remember Dale Carter. I remember Eric Berry. I remember Carl Pickens. When you saw those guys out there there was something different about them, something special. And you kind of see that with Boo. Now, I'm not saying he's going to start the first game and he's going to be all SEC freshman, but there's just something about him. You guys saw him when he was playing down here. There's just something about him. He makes plays. He's around the ball. He just seems to be a very instinctual and a very really locked-in football player. So I'm really excited to see how far Boo can take it this year. They're going to need it. I mean, I can't imagine losing 12 players from your secondary from last year. 3 to the NFL, and a bunch of guys transferred, and some other guys graduated and moved on. But 12 defensive backs, and so you basically have to replace your whole secondary. So it'll be interesting. And then you lose a guy in the first week of practice that you're counting on. So it's going to be interesting to see. But I think Boo's going to play a big part of this year's team.
It's funny how we'll start with on defensive side of the ball, but the defensive line for many years at Tennessee was very thin. And we talk about depth all the time at the college level, but I mean, I'm hearing 10 to 12 guys they can rotate. It's incredible the depth they've got there right now.
Yeah, and it's I was watching the scrimmage yesterday, and they just kept rolling guys in and out, and you didn't see much of a drop-off at all. When you get and you got veteran guys. I mean, Amari Thomas has been around for 10 years now. It seems like.
I think he was there Peyton's senior year.
Yeah,
So
I think he's been around a long time, and Omar Norman Lott's been around for a while. So they've been able to go out and get a couple of transfer guys in there. So Ronnie Garner said he wants to play 12 guys and rotate them. And it's one of those things. I think when Coach Heupel got here, the roster was so depleted. And which always happens when you have a coaching change. Guys leave, they get mad, and they don't want to stick around and want to go someplace where the grass is greener, they think. But, I mean, those first 2 years, in the fourth quarter, Tennessee just was worn out. I mean, and they'd win some of those games, but there's some other games that they just didn't have anything left in the tank. They played hard, and Coach Heupel's teams have always been well-coached and well-disciplined, but there's when you're going up against really talented teams, that fourth quarter is really important, and that's why they want to keep guys fresh this year.
One guy they want to keep fresh is James Pierce Jr. I mean, this guy's not getting. I know Nico's getting a lot of hype, and quarterbacks always do, but this guy in some people's draft boards, this could be the number one pick in the NFL.
I know, and his motor runs all the time. And they've got a young man playing behind him, Jordan Ross, that kind of looks like him, and then Josh Josephs. He's another. Right. So they've got some guys that can really rush the passer. And let's face it, anymore in college football, if you let a quarterback stand back there and have all day to pick guys out, you're going to have a long day. So you've got to pressure the quarterback and got to get to him. And Tennessee thinks they can do that.
I want to ask you about the new format in the SEC and get your thoughts on it. We haven't really spoke since that kind of all came out about, no more East, no more West. I mean, and kind of where it is, and then also bringing in, two teams who think they're going to come in and try and run the show in Texas and Oklahoma, but they're going to find out what real football is about.
There's a little bitterness there, wasn't
it? It was a little bitterness.
He's a Georgia fan. He's all upset.
I don't think anybody really knows how this is going to play out. Everybody's got their thoughts about where this is going to happen and this is going to happen, and the SEC is going to has to get at least 4 or 5 guys in the playoffs. I don't know how it's going to work out. I know that it is different because now if you lose an early game in your division, it doesn't kill you. I mean, in the past, every year for a while, it seemed like Tennessee was losing that first game to Florida. Well, your chances of going to the SEC championship game just pretty much went out the window. But that's not the case anymore. Now you just go out and you got to be one of the top 2 teams in the country. And but if you do that, you play in that SEC championship game, then that's also that's one extra game as you get ready for the playoffs. And so it's going to be fascinating. And I don't know what you guys think, but I don't think we're staying at 12 teams very long.
No, I don't think so either.
All right, guys, we're going to take a quick time.
We're just getting started.
I know. Why are you going to take a break?
It's like when Thaxton tells you we got to go to break here. All right, we're going to take a quick time out. It's a very special morning here, a high school football kickoff last hour. This hour is our annual visit from Bob Kesling, and thanks to TVFCU. They are our presenting partner of UT Athletics here at Mix 104.1. We'll come right back with more in just a moment. Stand by.
Thank you, Cleveland and Bradley County, for supporting Vendor Realty for the last 55 years. More than ever, we are ready and prepared to help our community be home. The real estate market is changing and evolving, and the Vendor Realty family is ready to help navigate today's market by providing professional, knowledgeable, and resourceful advisors to help your dream of calling someplace home. For all things real estate, be home with Vendor Realty, 425 25th Street, 423-472-2173, vendor-realty.com.
What if the stars could reach for us? Right now at Anarchista, they can. The story continues at Astra Lumina. 2 new chapters are awaiting curious minds. Journey through the dreams of stars as they rest in the Smoky Mountains. Astra Lumina at Anarchista. There's magic in the mountains.
When the classic flavors of bacon, lettuce, and tomato meet the classic goodness of Hardee's Frisco lineup, you get instant summer favorites. Introducing Hardee's Frisco BLT Angus Burger and Frisco BLT Hand-Breaded Chicken Sandwich.
Imagine a truck that doesn't just own the road, it dominates it. It's not just about the destination, it's about the journey. And our new GMC Sierra is elevating every moment of that journey for me. It's not just a truck. It's a lifestyle. Don Ledford didn't just sell me a truck. They saw the lifestyle I wanted, and they found me that truck.
"20 years later, we've grown in many ways, but never out of that same customer-first heart to serve. Doing the right thing simply because it's right will earn your business the right way every day, every year, offering permanent steel roofing and siding at competitive prices. Keeping promises, staying on time for both deliveries and pickups, making things right when we come up short. Partners like you are the reason Best Buy Metals exists.
Thank you for the opportunity to serve you.
Come see us.
Shopping for a great deal on a car or truck? Know this. Cleveland Ford is loaded with vehicles, over 230 in stock, all discounted. I'm talking saving up to $7,500 on new F-Series trucks and Mustang Mach-E. We have financing as low as 0% on Edge and 1.9% for 72 months on new F-150s. And as always, you get a lifetime powertrain warranty and complimentary service when you buy from us. So hurry to Cleveland Ford today, because this sale ends soon, or shop us at clevelandford.com.
ESPN Radio returns to Southeast Tennessee. ESPN Cleveland 101.3 FM is the new home of the Vols, Braves, Falcons, Bulldogs, and more of your favorite teams. Listen on air or at ESPNCleveland1013.com. ESPN Cleveland 101.3 FM.
What's your biggest investment? Probably your home. The roof over your head. If it's time to repair or replace your roof, the pros at Langley Roofing are here to help. See a loved roof? Chances are it's a Langley.
I told my son to find me the nicest place to live in Cleveland. He said, Dad, there's only one place, and that's Garden Plaza. And I moved into the patio home. Everybody knows your name from day one, and there's something to do all day long if you want to participate in it. You cannot possibly be bored at Garden Plaza. It is just great, and their food is outstanding. It's out of this world. I'm so happy I'm here. Garden Plaza is it for me.
Did you know that 6,100 students under the age of 18 vape for their very first time every day? It's time to make a change. Escape the vape.
Escape the Vape is a partnership to prevent teen vaping, presented by ATS The Bridge, Bradley County Schools, and Cleveland City Schools.
All your favorites on Mix 104.1. Let's go inside the Mermaid Mattress Weather Center now. Roger Pickett, a UT alum and a big fan.
Now's the time to take advantage of 5 years interest-free financing when you purchase any Tempur-Pedic mattress set from this area's original Tempur-Pedic dealer, Mermaid Mattress.
Sorry, unlike you, people actually listen to us. I'm sorry. Okay. Yeah, go on to the ESPN. He's going to talk to himself. All right, Bridget, let's get the weather here. Looks like strong storms possible today.
Yeah, that's right. So we're going to start out with partly cloudy skies. But, yeah, then this afternoon and evening, we will have a chance. We're going to have small hail possible and gusty winds as well. So that's coming up later this afternoon and evening. A high of 92 and a low of 71 tonight. For tomorrow, we could see a few clouds and possibly an isolated thunderstorm during the afternoon. Those storms may contain strong gusty winds as well. A high of 91 and a low of 69. And then on Sunday, rain showers early in the day. We could see some sun later in the afternoon with a high of 88. Your current Milligan Vane temperature is 75 degrees. Taking a look at the Central Heat and Air Weather Radar this morning, things are looking great out there.
This weather forecast is brought to you by Life Care Center of Cleveland, celebrating more than 45 years of serving the needs of this aging community. Life Care Center of Cleveland.
All right, Bridget, let's get a check of our Simmons Bank celebration list. What's happening?
Happy birthday to Judy Beard today, our wonderful friend. Also, our friend Zandra Welch is celebrating a birthday today as well.
Friend is strong there.
Friend, she's a great friend. Yeah. My friend Melanie Oren having a birthday tomorrow. Dr. Tiffany Allberg also celebrating tomorrow. Carrie Workman is having a birthday on Sunday. Justin Flowers celebrating today. This is our Ashley's husband.
You think she knows?
Yes, she's the one that told me.
She forgot last year.
Chris and Soraya Newton, they are celebrating their 5th wedding anniversary today. Corey Dixon is celebrating today. That is from his in-laws. Riley Leach is going to be 25 on Sunday. She works for the city of Cleveland in the finance department. Loretta O'Daniel is having a birthday today. Raylan Weaver is 11. Baron Thomas Randolph is going to be 35 tomorrow. Stevie Dixon is 49 today from his sister. Also, Sandy Graham is going to be 77 on Sunday. Georgia Frederick celebrating today along with Melody Carroll. And then Kelly Mantooth is 55 today. Works over at Volunteer Energy. Calling your birthdays and wedding anniversaries to us. We'll take those for today, tomorrow, and Sunday. The Volunteer Ridipest mix line is 614-6499. You can also text us at that same number on the Cleveland State Cougar line. Go to our website, mymix1041.com, or download our free Mix 1041 app.
All right, Kim Gunter is here with TVFCU. And Kim, I know you TVFCU, you guys are our local main sponsor of UT Athletics, and we appreciate that.
Oh, man, we are so happy to do it. I mean, what a great thing for this community to get together on.
Well, it certainly is, and we wanted to have you here for the annual visit with Bob Kessling, who would like to come over to TVFCU and get in the vault for a while if that's possible.
Well, yeah, it's just like you pictured in Scrooge McDuck, the DuckTales. We just dive through the coins. You're going to love it. That's exactly how modern finances work.
Bob, TVFCU, just a wonderful part of not just this community, but many communities in this area. So.
Good,
this is
good.
Kim. She's the.
I know.
Hello.
She brightens the morning, doesn't she?
She does.
I'm either like this or asleep. It's
but she's very shy.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
just
Thank you for bringing it out in me, Steve. Letting me come here and accomplish over that shyness. Hey, so listen, TVFCU, our tagline is a place for all of us. And the Vols is something that unites all of us. And it just really gives everyone in this area something to talk about together that everybody loves. We're happy together. Sometimes we're sad together. And that's okay.
But we're together.
Yeah, but we're together. And it's
That's
just
it.
a uniting force. And that's what TVFCU is all about. So thank you for creating that.
Well, I had nothing to do with it. It's long before I got here. It's been going on for a long, long time in this state. I mean, it is a rallying cry for this entire state when it's time to play football and all the sports. I think there's so much pride. Coach Doug Dickey always used to tell us when I first started at UT, pride and tradition never graduates. If you got pride and tradition, you will always have it. Now, there's some dips in all schools. If you go back and look at Alabama and Ohio State, everyone, they have some dips, but the ones that have pride and tradition always bounce back. And Tennessee, I think in the last couple of years, has bounced back in a big way. I mean, the baseball this year, the national championship,
Oh my gosh,
and everything. Yeah,
so exciting.
Yeah. So anyway, it's a good time to be a Tennessee Volunteers. Oh well, there's never a bad time to be one.
That's right.
But it's really a great time to be one right now.
Kim, what's the latest at TVFCU?
Oh, man, we are just out there celebrating the community like we like to do. This Vols sponsorship's a huge part of that. And we're also celebrating Riverfront Nights on Saturday.
That's right.
Yeah, the Journey tribute band. Do you like Journey, Bob?
Sure.
All right. Do you want to sing us a few?
It's too early in the morning. I gotta wait for my
I understand.
vocal cords. Yeah, I don't start singing until at least 5.
But it's this great free concert series downtown. And I'll tell you what.
Isn't it "Don't Stop Believing"?
That's one of their jams. They better play that.
Yeah.
We give out these beach balls sometimes at that, as a sponsor, because concerts. And you know what color those beach balls are?
I hope they're orange.
They're orange and white, man.
Of course they are.
We got a little orange in our logo, which is nice, and I wear it with pride. So.
And you'll be down in downtown Chattanooga. What time tomorrow night?
Okay, so all the shenanigans kick off at 4.
Oh, at 4?
Yeah, they close down the road. There's food trucks. We have some members that are playing Jenga for big money. It's a little bit of member magic.
Playing what?
Jenga, giant outdoor Jenga.
I'm not sure what is. Do you play that?
I just play charades. I can't afford Jenga.
We'll try that next year. But this year, it's the giant stacking blocks. And
yeah.
Okay, so we had some members that submitted videos about why they should be picked, and it's about sharing the magic. Same reason we like to celebrate the Vols. It's just sharing the magic.
There's some cash involved. Is that right?
There is. The winner's going to win $5,000 of the finals.
Bob has changed his plan. Bob and I'll be down there.
I love that. It's for members, though.
As soon as you get off the air, get that Jenga stuff out back. Let's go. Let's start practicing right now.
Kim Gunter, how do they find out more about TVFCU?
Well, tvfcu.com, and you can also follow us on Facebook and Instagram, where this season we'll be talking a lot about UT Vols and our sponsorship here with you guys.
And by the way, one of the things we do and look forward to every year, we give away Tennessee home football tickets to all the games, also courtesy of TVFCU. So looking forward to it. Thank you, Kim.
Oh, thank you.
Great to see you.
You got any extra tickets for Alabama? I could use a couple.
We're going to need you to like and follow our Facebook page.
Hey, send Dumb and Dumber back in here, if you will.
I know exactly who you mean.
Bob, I want to, before we get back to UT this season, a real sincere note here. The Tennessee Radio Hall of Fame, you were in the 2024 induction class. I know it meant an awful lot to you. What does it mean to you?
Well, you're selected by your peers, and that's the most satisfying thing about it. And you kind of, and I came down here in 72 as a freshman walk-on fullback, didn't know a single person in the state of Tennessee. The Tennessee coaches didn't even know my name. So the fact that it's been such a great ride for me all these years, and the fact being able to do all the stuff I've been able to do. But this was really a topper to it all, and when your peers vote you into something, that makes it even more special. So my family was there, and a lot of friends, and And Steve, you've gotten awards before, not many, but you've got a few.
No, that's not true.
But the best thing about it is you hear from people maybe you haven't heard from in 20 years, or people that maybe you helped along the way, or people that played a part in your life, and those are the people you hear from. That's what makes it so special. So it was a great night. Great night.
And just for a correction, that's not true. He has won so many awards around here. It is absolutely ridiculous. He wins awards and doesn't show up to them, and Shelton and I have to accept them on his.
The
on his
other
behalf.
thing about that is 87.6% of his awards were won during COVID, and so nobody else, no one else could win anything. I don't guess during COVID.
So he had this thing called the COVID update, where he gave COVID. He was the first person in Southeast Tennessee to give COVID numbers for every county
to monetize COVID.
To monetize
him and the pharmaceutical companies.
He was the first person to do it, and he won like 10 awards for it.
Yeah.
Never once gave recognition for the person who came up with that idea.
Who was the idea?
It was me.
Oh, that's right.
And one thing, I always learn something when you come here, Bob. I always do. And the one thing that I just learned is that the Tennessee Radio Hall of Fame is voted on by your peers. So that is one award that Heartline will never win.
Well, let me say this. This man right here, no kidding, nominated the station, not me, for the Luther Award for our coverage of the tornadoes.
Tell them what the Luther Award is.
Of course, the late great Luther Massengale, who was on Pearl Harbor and 9/11 at WDEF in Chattanooga, one of the greatest of all time. I think won 2 Marconis actually, and didn't go. Actually won 1, but didn't go. James Howard at DEF told me, because he had committed doing a remote in Chattanooga, and just said, "Hey, have somebody go up for me."
Isn't that amazing?
And he did that. But anyway,
that's the biggest award in radio you can
it's
get.
The Marconi. Yeah, it's the biggest national award. But Bob Kessling here nominated WCLE for a Luther Award for the Tennessee
And
Radio.
you guys, you've won 2 of them. Yeah.
For tornado coverage and for the Empty Stocking Fund.
Right. So
thank you very much.
Well, no,
yeah,
thank
how do you
guys.
feel now? He nominated us.
About you, no different.
It has nothing to do with me.
No, but it was. It's again. We talked about the high school football that you do around here, but so many things in the community. And again, when other radio stations, because it's voted on by the membership, so when other radio stations vote on it and you get the award, that makes it even more special.
It's a big deal. All right, so I want to go back, Josh. Let's go over to you. What do you got?
No, I just asked a few questions about this team this year. You know, we've kind of started a little bit earlier talking about James Pierce. We talked about Brew. We talked about Nico. We've talked about Boo Carter, obviously Bradley Central graduate going up there. But going back to kind of this new format, you know, NIL, the new 12-team playoffs and everything else, what does Tennessee have to do? I mean, I look at it as if you're the 4th best team in the SEC, you've got a really good shot of getting into that NCAA championship.
You hope.
So it's almost like baseball now, right? You're playing for that wild card spot almost, and you don't have to play a championship game anymore, you know. And the playoff committee came out yesterday and said that championship games are not going to be one of the big driving factors on if you're in or if you're not in anymore. So what does Tennessee have to do? I mean, obviously they want to win an SEC championship, but what do they have to do this year to, other than just win, you know, but have to do to get to that 4th seed almost?
Well, you've got to win at least 10 games, you would think. You might have to win 11. I mean, who knows? But you can't – I think in this format you can't stub your toe. You know, Tennessee's had a couple of games, Missouri and South Carolina come up. You can't have those games if you want to make the playoffs. You know, in the past, you stub your toe. Well, you could still win your division and go on and play for the championship. But now that's not going to happen. So you got to be ready to play every week, and that's going to be the key. You know, the other thing I think is going to change about college football is I think the SEC, and I'm not speaking here for Greg Sankey or anything, but I think it's going to 9 games. It's got to go to 9 games eventually. Whether it's next year or the year after, it's got to go to 9 games. And with this playoff format, one of the reasons that the coaches have kind of fought expanding to 9 games, and even I remember back in the day, you guys might not remember, but Tennessee used to play 6 conference games back in the 60s and the early 70s. I mean, when I was in school, we played 6 conference games. And the coaches, they were against going to 7 and against going to 8, but eventually that's where it went. But now with this playoff format, it's not like the NFL where you've got 16 guys on the practice squad. So you get somebody hurt, you plug somebody in. Right. You don't have that in college. So I think going to 105 scholarships, that's going to be a must because you're going to get guys hurt in November, and you sure hope you don't lose a couple of really key players, and you might get off to a great start and lose your quarterback or lose your best running back in November, and that's going to make it tough. So I think the injury part of it and the expanded rosters are going to play a big part as we go forward.
When we look at the schedule, everyone talks about going to Oklahoma, then off week and going to Arkansas. But when I look at this schedule, really, it's that NC State game that set the tone.
Oh, I agree with you.
They're good.
Well, they are, and that game is circled on their calendar. So it's a big game for them. And I think it's going to be a great early season test for Tennessee. I really do. They will they'll have one game under their belt against UTC and kind of maybe you hope get some of the bugs out. But you better have it all lined up and ready to go when you get set to take on NC State. So I think they're better than a lot of people are going to give them credit for. You kind of look past them to the Floridas and the Georgias and all that, the Alabamas. But you better get by NC State because that could be a season record.
Getting the bugs out, that leads to my next question. How important is it for Nico to have Cooper Mays come back for this season?
Oh, I think it's critical. I mean, the center in this offense is so important by just picking up coverages, making sure the front is aligned. And the fact that Tennessee had so many veterans come back, Dane Davis coming back, Spraggins coming back, a bunch of these guys could have gone, Campbell coming back, and then they went out and get hurt, the transfer from LSU. So having those veterans back in the offensive line is really a big boost. But Cooper is the key because the center is always, he's the quarterback of the offensive line, and you can't have missed assignments. And I think the fact that these guys are all veterans and they played together for so long and they've had the same offensive line coach for their whole career at Tennessee, I think that really helps. And but you got to protect the quarterback. Nico's got to stay upright if Tennessee's going to win.
Have you got to watch Chris Brazzell very much?
Yeah, I like
so it. They say he's showing out.
Yeah, I walked. He walked by me walking into the stadium the other day for the scrimmage, and I was when you get up next to him, you realize how big the guy is. I mean, he's tall. He's 6'5" at least.
Yep. And
he looks really athletic, and they like him. He can make plays, and there's going to be a lot of competition to get on the field. Coach Heupel he only plays 3 or 4 wide receivers, and you pretty much you kind of know that Broom McCoy is going to be one of those, and Squirrel White's going to be one of those. So now that battle is going on between Nimrod and a bunch of other guys to to be that 3rd and 4th receiver, and Brazzell is he's an impressive looking player and. Got to catch the ball. And Mike Matthews has kind of been slowed by injuries. He was a very highly recruited player. He's kind of got off to a slow start, so you hopefully that he'll be getting healthy and be able to contribute as you go along. But that receiver core there's going to be a lot of competition to get on the field.
Let me take a quick break. More with Bob
Wait a
Keslings.
minute. Has he ever had a quick break?
Never.
Bob, I turned this on one morning. He was playing music, and I thought he died.
Seriously,
I had no idea.
So we have a song count, and we're trying to sell it to determine how many songs are played during the morning show. The over under is 3 in a 2-hour morning show.
That's funny.
Music morning show.
All right, we're going to take a quick break. It's the annual visit from the voice of the Volunteers, Hall of Famer Bob Kesling. And we'll talk more with Bob coming up in just a moment. Also, if you want to buy Bob breakfast this morning, he is looking things, so you can just call the station.
You're out of biscuits out there.
Are we really?
Yeah.
Like all those guys that were here?
Are you kidding me? You get 12 or 15 high school football players.
I know.
Biscuits ain't staying long.
Hey, I'm going to say, I got a text message earlier from Andy Morris. He's my co-host on our ESPN show.
Yeah.
We talked about the kid who drank 5 cups of black coffee this morning.
Yes.
Andy texted us and said he also ate 4 Hardee's biscuits.
And probably put 2 in his pocket.
Offers virtual.
I love the Cleveland community because I think it's a very warm place to live. It's just a very friendly community, and you don't necessarily have to be born here to fit in. There's a lot of folks that move here and they fall in love with it. I feel like we make our customers feel valued by the way we treat them. We're very welcoming here. We get to know them. We learn their names. We learn their goals, and we try to meet all their financial needs, not just do one transaction with them.
Love supporting local? Then you'll love shopping with Crown Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram of Cleveland, your hometown dealer. We're happy to be part of this community and proud to serve you with the better way to buy and service.
We strive to have something for everyone in our inventory. Come find your perfect ride today.
And we'll deliver yours to your door. Visit your hometown dealer today, Crown Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram of Cleveland, the better way to buy and service.
Peyton Southeastern in Cleveland is hiring case selectors. Starting pay at $19 an hour. Earning potential up to $23 an hour plus incentive pay. Additional $2 an hour night shift premium. And you're eligible to earn a $3,000 stay bonus. Flexible schedules and great benefits at Peyton Southeastern in Cleveland. They have open interviews Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday from 9 to 11 a.m. and from 1 to 3 p.m. Apply online at jobs.kroger.com to work at Peyton Southeastern in Cleveland.
ESPN Radio returns to Southeast Tennessee. ESPN Cleveland 101.3 FM is the new home of the Vols, Braves, Falcons, Bulldogs, and more of your favorite teams. Listen on air or at ESPNCleveland1013.com. ESPN Cleveland 101.3 FM.
45 years ago, Mermaid Mattress opened to serve the Chattanooga area. You know what else was going on 45 years ago?
Yes, the average cost of a house was $58,000.
Gas was just 86 cents a gallon, and Eric Estrada from Chips was on the cover of Tiger Beat magazine.
Who's that?
The internet wasn't even a thing yet, and a new mattress was only $199.
Times sure have changed.
45th anniversary two-sided mattress is now only $5.99 for any size.
Mermaid Mattress, Chattanooga's best of the best mattress store for 45 years now.
Your sleep, handmade, hand-delivered.
Hi, my name is Addison, and I am from Bradley Central. Vaping nicotine has become a serious issue in our schools. Over 40% of high school students have reported that they have used a vape, and the number is only rising. It's time to escape the vape.
Escape the Vape is a partnership to prevent teen vaping, presented by ATS The Bridge, Bradley County Schools, and Cleveland City Schools.
Are you a business owner and looking to help your employees out with health care? Direct Primary Care Associates has helped Pastor Ed Lipsey and the staff at South Cleveland Church of God and their families.
One of my deacons, Tim Sams, brought the information to me about direct primary health care and shared with me what they did, and we reached out to them, and I thought it would be a good supplement for all of our staff members. And so my family and then all the staff members at South Cleveland are all on a plan here, and I think everyone has absolutely enjoyed it thoroughly, and it's definitely unique. It's like no other doctor's office that I've ever had in my life. It's nice to be able to make a phone call just to ask a question and not feel like that you're burdening your physician. They do a tremendous job of making themselves available to you. And I think that's a forgotten thing in most practices today. People have become just so busy, so distracted, so professional that availability doesn't seem to be as important as it was 40, 50 years ago. It's been one of the greatest relationships of my ministry.
If you'd like to learn more about Direct Primary Care Associates, visit our website at directpca.com or call 423-650-4831.
Welcome to Mountain View Nissan Country, where automotive excellence is our top priority. At Mountain View Nissan, we take pride in offering you the finest selection of vehicles, perfectly suited for your adventurous spirit. From powerful SUVs ready to conquer any terrain to your everyday gas-friendly commuters, we have the perfect vehicle to match your lifestyle. This is Mountain View Nissan Country, where automotive dreams become reality. Visit one of our 3 locations in Dalton, Chattanooga, and Cleveland today, and let us take your driving experience to new peaks.
Today's best mix and best variety, Mix 1041. You're home of the Vols for about 30 years now. Of course, it could be over after today. 6 before the hour, inside the Mermaid Mattress Weather Center. Proud alum of UT, Roger and Cindy Pickett.
Take advantage of Labor Day savings with our 45th anniversary two-sided mattress or our Lindsay Line memory foam mattress. Your choice, any size, only $5.95, but only at Mermaid Mattress.
Today's a weather alert day from our Storm 3 alert forecast. 60% chance of strong storms today, high of 94 today. Right now, your current temperature is 76 degrees.
Your Milligan vein temperature, Josh.
Well, listen, we don't do weather over at ESPN. We just play it straight. So I don't have all these things sold
you
like
will
you
soon,
do.
buddy.
We're gonna pass on that one. 45% chance of rain. Your high is 91, low of 70 today. And partly cloudy conditions from 10 a.m. to 11 a.m. with thunderstorms expected at 6.
Hey, hey, Fruit Loops. Your mic on? You have a mic? I'm just trying to see where the central heat and air radar is. If you've got it, basically, it looks like France and England. I mean, how far back is this? A worldwide map?
It is showing
all
the
the
storms moving towards our area.
What, Fruit?
It's showing the storms moving towards our area for the day.
The other day, he had it zoomed out so far. We were doing weather for Los Angeles. I mean, it's just absolutely insane.
I move it to wherever the nearest weather system is.
Who cares?
Why?
You don't know a thing about weather. Why are you getting on this guy? At least he knows how to use a map. You don't even know how to use a map.
You used a Randy McNally Atlas to get down here, probably. All right. Thanks, Fruit. Hey, you want to say anything to Kessling?
We're honored to have you here again this year.
Yeah,
Sorry
thank you.
that have
Thank
to deal with
you.
Steve.
Ridiculous.
Thank you, Heartland.
He's friends with Chip Chapman. He doesn't care. All right. Well, we got a final segment here with Bob Kessling, joined in the studio by Stephen Shelton, Josh Rogers, and guys, we'll be doing mixed TV rivalry games.
Just
starting.
a few of them.
What?
You gave us a list yesterday, and we looked at it, and there's like 12 games on there. And
there's 8.
Yep, and we're doing 3.
And where'd you go to school? That's right. All right, so at any rate, August 30th, Cleveland at McMinn County will kick it off, Shelton.
Yep, I'll be there. That's going to be fun. I'm looking forward to seeing how some of these teams bounce back, especially like Bradley. A lot of holes to fill. But, again, moving on, I know Bob's got an hour and he's got 5 minutes left on his contract, so I got one final question.
Yeah, 4.5 minutes.
And I ask him this question every year. What away game, are you looking most forward to going to this year?
Probably Oklahoma. Yeah. It'd be the second time that we've done a game at Oklahoma, and they love their football. I mean, it's a great place to go. They bring that Sooner schooner out there, and they I don't know if you remember the great Barry Switzer story about the Orange Bowl, where they were going to kick a game-winning field goal, so they kick it, and the Sooner schooner comes out running around, and they said, well, we're going to have to – no, they were getting ready to kick it, I guess, and I've screwed the whole story up. But anyway, they got penalized because the Sooner schooner came out.
Too early.
And they penalized them, and they pushed them back. And so the official, who was a guy from Knoxville, went up to Barry Switzer and said, Coach, I hate to tell you this, but we're going to have to penalize you 15 yards, and that's going to take you out of field goal range. He said, well, don't penalize us. Shoot those damn horses. And he turned and walked away.
You know where
I know. It's just a joke. It was just a joke. I didn't say it anyway. It was Barry Switzer.
Barry Switzer.
But I kind of screwed up the story, but because I hadn't talked about the story in a while. But it's amazing some of the stuff you get on the sidelines, and it's amazing. So.
No, I'm fully excited. I'm glad to see you recovered from your surgery there, shoulder surgery.
Seems like every time I come down here, I got some different surgery. I'm wearing knees and shoulders and stuff. Yeah. But I feel good. And I'm really looking forward to the season. I think it's going to be a lot of fun. I think that this is. I think being ranked 7th in the SEC media days, that's on the bulletin board in the locker room. So I think that is going to motivate this team, and I think they're going to be a lot better than 7th. And I just think that Josh Heupel is doing a terrific job of recruiting and developing players, And as we all know, he knows a lot about offense. So I would expect them to put up a lot of points and have exciting time.
Josh?
No, I always want to thank Mr. Kessling for coming down here. It's always a good morning. It's always great.
Yeah. Yeah.
What all of a sudden? I mean, share the way he talks about you behind your back.
Tennessee Radio Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
When you win that, you get the Mr. and the last name. So when you win something, if you win something, you will receive that too.
Well, no kidding, Bob. It's great seeing you. I really
always good to see you
appreciate
guys. It's
coming
always
down.
fun to come down here, and a lot of Tennessee fans here in Cleveland and Bradley County. So it's good to be here.
And we've got a very special fan, I understand, listening right now. Bobby Scott, one of the, you talk about UT football back in the day, went on to coach Cleveland High School, of course, and Bradley, and Scott's Furniture Company. Went and founded that great store on South Lee Highway. So I know, Bobby, I heard you're listening, buddy, and we're going to put you in touch with Bob here in just a few minutes. All right. Well, Bob, thank you very much. Looking forward to it. And don't forget, Tennessee football, of course, kicks off. What's the date again? I don't even know.
August 31st.
August 31.
12:45.
UTC at Knoxville.
Yeah.
By the way, and I don't know where my allegiance lies now because we've just picked up UTC. Your buddy Jim Reynolds.
Yeah, 45 years. He's in the Hall of Fame, too.
Is he really?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Well,
Jim's
I'll take anybody.
All these people in the Hall of Fame. And somebody in this room.
Let's see. Somebody is not on that list.
50 years younger than Kessling? Maybe I got a chance.
That's going to be my goal. I think I might make it to the Radio Hall of Fame from ESPN before you do.
Look, Shelton.
I'm out.
All right, no kidding. UT, of course, we're proud. Home of the Vols, presented by TVFCU, starts August 31 when we have UT and UTC right here on Mix 104.1 with Bob Kessling, Pat Ryan, and the crew. Looking forward to it. All right.
No, just thanks for having me down. I appreciate that.
You're just ready to go. All
Well,
the time.
yeah. I mean, I'm still a little disappointed the limo didn't show up again this year, but I made it down here okay.
All right. That's going to do it for us this morning. Hey, if you missed any of it, including our high school football kickoff show in the 7 o'clock hour, go to mixtv.tv. You can go catch up on all of that right there.